I want to know where you've been. I want to know what you're doing. And I want to know what's been brewing. Good morning, and thank you for tuning into the morning after. Today we are interviewing Mr. K Starr. How are
Hey,
you doing today?
I am great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Yes. I've been looking forward to sitting down with y'all.
All right. So that
Watch,
means you're ready.
congratulations on the new show, by the way. I have been watching.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate the love. I make sure I'll tell my co-stars and my castmates that that you watch
Yeah,
and
I
we
know them.
appreciate.
You know that one. Actually, I don't know. I know them two already.
Oh, well, now you get to know me. All right. So that means you're ready for these questions I got, huh?
Yes, of course. Let's go.
All right. Perfect. So I want to know, how does it feel to be a EP um over a show?
Ooh, I will say it's mind blowing. It's eye opening. I was, of course, I started like doing radio, and then I did have a podcast where I did the same things like most bloggers, and I reviewed, hot topics and reviewed the shows, and a lot of the things I used to give them a lot of heat for, I understand now. It's like I'm like it's not that hard because this is simple. What's taking so long until I did it myself? Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult than I thought, but it's a fun process. I do enjoy being behind the camera and making the decisions, getting contracts together, following up the cast, the storyboard, making sure everything is cohesive. It is a fun, a new, like I say, eye-opening experience that I've never experienced before. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm learning as I go. So I really don't have any production experience, but it's really nice to get into it now. So I'm learning as I go.
Okay. So that means in the future you're gonna give them some grace, right?
Oh yeah, they got grace after the first month. I was like, you know what? I would like to apologize for everything that I have said, because baby, this is not easy.
Hey, I'm here for that. All
Yeah.
right. So can you explain to us? Well, it was mentioned on a member only live with TTB
hmm
that you felt like you wasn't necessarily getting supported or necessarily being promoted like other people were being promoted. Can you explain to us why exactly you felt snubbed from TTB?
All right. So when it comes down to the TTB situation, it was something I had been noticing for a while. Um, Looking at the fact that I did worked over there on King's Council along with Trap, it was the issue that I just started noticing things over the past year that like every time I was like in a headline or a thumbnail, it was always for me getting into it with somebody. It was always something negative. And like in this time frame, because everybody's talking about my show that came out. And I'm like, that was like the last thing. Like I had two videos that was released. I had been nominated for an award. I had an album that came out and nothing. So the show came out knowing that I was the executive producer of it was a thing like, okay, so I'm not even getting that. So even when Chasing Atlanta came out, he had made a video basically trying to snub my best friend, like, well, how I felt. Now I'm not saying this is what he did, but I felt like he was kind of like kind of big up in me about since I didn't make it, and it kind of put Tramiel down at the same time. And it's like, okay, that was like then when I actually, the news came out that I actually made the show, nothing. So it was like, and then he said his excuse was, "Oh, I already knew that you were on the show. How you know I was on the show? And I didn't know I was on the show." So it was a lot going on here. So it was just like I just felt like it was just like and it's what I noticed. But the reason why I'm bringing this up because when I did the King's Council with him, I signed on for his second season. I did the first season along with some other other kings that was on there. Reese G being one, Derek Dahl, I think Rico Cassadine, and Hershey Liqueur. Now, when I noticed when he did, like he was promoting people that were on the council, but it wasn't me as much. And I started noticing, but I'm like, I usually would say something, but I'm looking like, well, I'm not gonna say something because he don't have to do it. So I just look at how you move. So I'm not saying that he was doing it maliciously, but to me, I'm just looking like, okay, I see that these are coming out, you don't see it. But if I'm getting into it with somebody, you always manage to catch that. But when I'm doing something positive or something, I feel like groundbreaking, Ghost Town. So
Yeah.
that's what it was. So the me coming up with my scene and not being produced or promoted was kind of like, yeah, I felt a little slighted. And I did tell him that. But my thing, I think was the ice on the cake was the live that he did when he was kind of like him and his little little panel over there was just berating my goddamn cast members. And it's like, wait a minute. If you don't review my show, review the show. But
Right.
please do not get your ass on here. Try just dogging people out for no reason. That ain't what we about to do. And my thing is, even though he wasn't the one with behind the mouthpiece, this is still your platform, and you
Right.
allowed them to do it. And but also, like I said, I've been watching for a while. These particular individuals on this panel, not all, but some, have been throwing little jabs at people that's on my cast for a while, and they just needed us to do something so they could have an excuse to say, "Hey, they're on the show now, so let me just go in." It's one thing to review a show, and it's another thing to disrespect people. Me, I've been on reality shows before. If you review the show and you don't like me, cool. I'm fine with that. But if you just get on there, you just going in on me for no apparent reason, being disrespectful, yes, I'm coming to that platform and I'm clapping you right where you at. That's
You definitely have a reason to feel the way how you feel.
right.
I think I will feel a little shaded, a little slighted as well. All
Right.
right. So there was a little bit of some confusion in regarding the show. Can you clear up to us when the show was actually filmed?
Well, for the scene,
Yes.
the scene was shot between April and September of this year.
Okay, because there was a clip of someone saying that the kiss was filmed 3 years ago.
No, that I filmed everything. That kiss happened. It was well. Keep watching the show. You're gonna see way more kisses than that one. But that was one kiss that happened. I want to say maybe like May. Then it was a couple others that y'all will see going down the road. That's one of many that you'll see. But that first one, I think that was done like May.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
everything was done this year.
So the girls is lying.
Yes, we've actually talked about this show starting it maybe like a year ago, and
Hmm.
then we revisited like the end of 2024. So we stopped at 2024 because as we were doing it, I think Chasing Atlanta season 7 was coming back, and JT was working over there. So that's why we stopped it and it didn't come out because we supposed to actually started like filming in like January. So
Okay.
that's what happened. But yeah, we everything was filmed and done in 2025. We started in the end of April. So like
So I wanted to touch bases a little bit on your music.
Yeah,
Has music always been a passion for you?
it actually has. I've always been interested in writing. I've always wrote little music, like verses and stuff, all throughout life, like from childhood going up. I didn't really think it was a doable thing for me because back in the day, like when I was in my 20s, the independent beats were trash. Like if you weren't signed to like a major label, I wouldn't recommend doing independent music because the beats that they gave us just was just like, child, they weren't trying to help the independent artists. So when I got to about my 30s, beat stars and a lot more producers start being readily accessible to, regular everyday people for the independent artists. So that's when I said, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So that's what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy. It's good. Good you took a chance on it. Your music is actually pretty
I know,
good.
right?
Yeah. All right. So earlier we touched bases a little bit on, just as far as like being in the web series world. I wanted to know because we did see some clips of some things between you and Mr. Rico Cassadine. I wanted
Hmm.
to know, can you kind of explain to us what's going on, or can you let us know what the real beef is?
It's really not. Okay, so the just to start from the basis, it actually started back on TTB when we were all King's Council.
Mhm.
Me and Rico Cassadine as like probably one of the only people in the industry that I've actually had like a really, really close, genuine relationship with over
Mhm.
the years. We kind of got started around the same time. The origin of our beef started with the King's Council, which he was like, I think what it was with him, he was going through a breakup at the time. And a lot of people may not know this, but he hasn't really had any actual boyfriends in his life. So when he finally got an actual one, I think when they broke up, he took it a little harder than, people that got their heart broken when they were like 18. Probably would take it at 30. So, which I understood. Like, I'm not in no way or shape, like judging him for that particular situation. It was the point that I was watching the decline of like his mental health. And when we were on King's Council together, like we were every week, I felt like, of course I know over at TTB he just reports the news because he gets on Rico Castline gets on live, he gets to crashing out and yelling and screaming and cussing everybody out. And it just I could see the pain in his eyes. So I'm on this particular episode we did. I'm looking like I'm tired of talking about you every week. Like I need you to. You look hurt. You look like you need therapy, not here, because these people don't care about you. They don't care about
Yeah.
your well being. This
Yeah.
is entertainment for them. So please stop thinking that because you're a headline, like you feeling like I am somebody type situation. Like no, these people don't care about you. They're using your mental health as their entertainment. And I need you to stop telling everybody your business. Like I know we all in the public eye, but you do have that ability to let out what you want to be let out or what you want to be seen. And he completely blew up on me. Now, side note, we had about 3 or 4 conversations after that big, huge blowout we had on the King's Council, but we
Mm-hmm.
were good because he was my actual friend. But things went, I think what things kind of went sour, it was when Bando had did, I did just was meeting Bando around this time. They were, everybody know they had a big beef between them two. Bando had reached out to me to do, he had a song called Nasty he wanted to do a remix to. He asked me to be one of the feature artists on it. I said yes. But before anybody said anything, I called Rico because he's my friend. And that's, I'm going to tell you because I know you got beef with this man. And I
As
just
you
want to let you
should.
know that like this is something going on. So when you don't hear from nobody else but me, he said he didn't like it. He was mad. Why would I do that as his friend? I said it's business. I don't even know the man that well, but I'm not turning down any opportunities just because y'all got be y'all be your beef ain't mine, and this
Right.
and vice versa. My beef ain't yours. You can work with whoever you want to. Just because I don't like them has nothing to do with you. But everybody don't do the same thing. But I just want to give him that courtesy. So actually we had a couple conversations after that because he got a little attitude around that time, and we had a couple other conversations, and it just kept going worse and worse. It was like the little girl said, it went from worse to worse, sir. It just kept getting bad and bad and bad. And I was like, you know what? We're probably never gonna be friends again. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Every chance this man got on live to have to throw any type of shot at me, mention my name, say something negative that's attached to me, he took it. And for a couple of times, I ain't gonna hold you, just a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 times, I let it slide. I'm very good with baseball. By the third strike, bitch, that was out for you. And now you're witnessing me showing that, cracking my knuckles and saying, yeah, two can play this game. So every chance I get to make you feel, like you're being picked on, I'm gonna do it because I'm petty as hell. So since you didn't want to be friends and you still wanted to plus with me, now I'm gonna show you how to look to pick with somebody. Because I'm not a picker. I don't start beef. I don't do any of that. But if you want to keep acting like, keep picking and acting, playing this victim role that you're playing, when nobody in this series or this web world knows Rico as well as I do. Rico is
Mm.
a perpetual victim. There's nothing wrong with that man. He know what he's doing. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, he loves attention in whatever form it comes in. I know that about him when we were friends. He don't care how it comes. So even us having this conversation right now, he's gonna be delighted because his name has been mentioned. He don't care. And because I used to be your friend, I have no problem with giving you some more airtime that I know you love and you crave so much. So you're welcome again.
Well, I'll have to
Yeah,
think on
so
that
that's the
one.
origin with him. So yes, it is me being petty with him now. So yeah, it started off as beef, but I ain't got time for Rico.
So,
And
with that
I'll
being said, is there any chance of any reconciliation?
I'm definitely Cardi B is forever type situation. I don't want to. We've already had 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 conversations about reconciliation already, and Rico has always went off the rails. There's no once you off the rails me one time, okay, I'm a very people that knows me know I'm very forgiving. One time, okay. Second time, with my dumb ass, I let you to get 2 or 3 times, and I did that with Rico. Rico was on like the sixth, seventh, or eighth time he didn't did something crazy. That's it. There's no reconciliation going on here. Fuck her.
Yep. Well, there we have it, people. No,
Yeah, it's not
there's no
happening.
means. Okay,
There's
no
no
mending
amends.
fences. No mending
Nothing at
fences.
all.
Got it.
Am I
All
fine,
right.
bro?
Well, I guess I want to ask you now. What do you have brewing? What can the people expect to see from you in the future?
So you can look forward to seeing the Scene ATL season 1 every Tuesday. I think we're gonna change the time to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It should come out every Tuesday. I do have a reunion that I'm getting ready for. I am shooting another music video for a track on my album, Shooting Star, which is a dedication to my best friend D. Rashawn. And I have a one called Twerk Shit that's coming out as well. I will be on the new season lineup for Chasing Atlanta season 7. So you'll see that as well. And then it kind of like because watching the scene and watching the chase, if you want to know what's going on with me and what I've been doing, you'll probably have to watch them both back to back. And luckily they're coming out back to back. So you'll see me here and there. So it was a lot happening there. So that's usually what I got going on right now. I am gearing up for some performances, some concert type situations for 2026. So right now it's been a busy 2025. I'm This is like my first round of interviews. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot more coming, and I would love to come back once stuff start getting more heated and
Definitely.
stuff. If y'all need any clarification on any scenes for the scene or anything when Chasing pops off, y'all want to come, I'm here talk to y'all, let y'all know what's going on. So that's pretty much all I got. TV
Oh,
shows and music is what
all
you're
right.
looking forward to.
Well, we definitely here at the morning after. We look forward. We're definitely going to be supporting, and we will be tuned in for sure. And once again, we
Awesome,
definitely
awesome.
want to thank you for sitting down with us this morning.
Oh yeah, shout out to y'all, to OJ, CJ. Love y'all down. So yeah, love it over. I love it here.
All right. Well, we appreciate you here.
No problem.